Hi everyone, it's Bev here. I just wanted to share some teachings around water with you. So if you look where we're at here, you'll see that we're actually at the Heart River. There's not a lot of water right now. Just goes to show how dry our mother is right now and why we're having so many fires in our area or in our province. As people, we ground ourselves with nature. So for myself, I use the natural often. I use it for when I am grieving, when I'm going through those really harsh emotions that you get when you're grieving, the self-doubt, the anger, the frustration, the wonder, the what ifs. I find bringing myself back to water gives me the ability to ground myself. So often you would see me coming down to this water space and sitting here and listening to the water flow, listening to the birds in the trees surrounding, and just being one with that natural element that our mother provides, that water. When we come down to the water, we're bringing ourselves back to our mother for cleansing. And part of the understanding that I have is that the reason for this is because we came into this world and our mother provides us with all that we need. For me, this has been a major part of my healing process. And over the years, I have brought my children to this place. And part of the reason behind that is this isn't a very deep river. Especially at this time. So it gives me the ability to be able to bring my kids down and show them the natural element of like wading in the water and cooling down with that natural element. And typically there would not be this many rocks actually being seen in this at this river, but because of how dry our province is right now, our communities are suffering, right? And as a result, this river does not have a lot of water in it. Like if you look, it's typically a shallow river, but it doesn't you can see rocks all the way through, and the mud embankment right here, that's typically underwater. So I just wanted to bring attention to the fact that this is a shared space. Even though it's right here within our town limits, it is a shared space. Like if you look across the river here where this tree space is, there are animals that have homes in that space. There's animals that come down and drink from this river. And I know that if we stop and we look, we'll probably find some prints, like animal prints from these animals. It's a little hard to tell because we've had so many dogs come down here. People bring their dogs down here to cool off or to just walk in the park. So we need to understand that this is a shared space, and in that being a shared space, we have to understand that this was given to us to enjoy, to use as a necessity, to, like I said, to be interconnected with others. And look at the trees. Look how they're growing. Some of them are like barely hanging on, it looks like, but if you look straight in, you will see their roots are dug down deep. And it's amazing to see how much of a lean these trees have, but yet they're still growing. And if you look alongside the rocks here, you can see more trees that are rooted and they're growing. They look like they're falling over, but they're not. They're growing. If you look up in the rocks, you can see all these holes, these pitted holes. Well, those are homes for our birds, our animals that like are smaller beings. And like I've often been down here where I've seen these birds out fluttering around. Right now, I don't see any, but it's definitely a calming place for me, and it costs nothing to come here. Costs nothing. It's a matter of walking across the bridge and you're coming down to the water. You're in that space, and I just wanted to share that this is one of the ways that I ground myself.